Hi, viewers. This is Upesh Jain, founder and host of the Exec Talk channel, here with Dilip Saraf, LinkedIn's top career coach. In this series, Discuss with Dilip, we talk about a variety of topics that will benefit you in your professional and personal life. Today's topic is how to develop a career roadmap. Now, once we start working, people kind of get into cruise control mode a little bit and let their career take a course of its own. So here we're going to discuss how to create a career roadmap. So Dilip, what is a career roadmap to begin with?
A career roadmap is a statement of your vision of how you see yourself marching along your career arc, if that's the phrase, so that you're always engaged to deliver the most value to others and receive the most value for yourself. That to me is what a career roadmap is.
Mm-hmm.
And most people don't know how to look at it, how to construct it, how to execute it, and how to manage it. I mean, it's a whole different skill than most people are aware of. So that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about promotions in a previous episode. Is your promotion trajectory also part of your career roadmap?
The promotion strategy is, but that's basically a byproduct of it. In
Okay.
other words, the main thrust of the career roadmap is not to chase promotions,
Mm-hmm.
but to chase fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's a different dimension or a different vector.
Right.
Because promotion, if you're promotion minded, my view is you're going for titles, you're going for more money, you're going for all of that stuff. And invariably, when you chase it that way, people become miserable. I mean, I don't know what to
Might
use that
not be
word.
fulfilling. Yeah.
It's not fulfilling. You're chasing uh, things that really don't matter from a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual or fulfillment standpoint.
Right.
But if you find something that you absolutely are passionate about, and I don't like to use the word casually,
Mm-hmm.
because people say find your passion. I'm the other way around. I
Mm-hmm.
said the passion will find you. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to do is once you're engaged in your role, you find what really gives you the joy of engaging in the work that you do, and use that word joy very deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
Because joy is constant versus uh, um, enjoyment or happiness. Joy is a constant. You feel like you're alive all the time. And so once you get into that state, you need to look at where do I want to go with this so that I always feel fulfilled. And
Mm-hmm.
there are various ways of doing it. One way to do that longer term is to look at where VCs and investors and private equity people are investing their money in
Mm-hmm.
particular areas of either technology or areas of work, because they are looking at 5 to 7 year horizon
Mm-hmm.
before their investment becomes mainstream, right?
New domains, maybe.
Pardon me?
New domains,
New
maybe.
domains, new
Yeah.
paradigms,
Mm-hmm.
new emphasis in how use cases evolve, all of that, right?
Right.
And so if you are looking at your longer term career roadmap as a data point, I would look at today where the VCs are investing as a larger set of clusters of investment. And I'll say, okay, there are these 10 clusters that the people are investing in. Which cluster comes closest to my area of fulfillment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then you look at within that area a specific use case that you say, yeah, I would love to understand how generative AI works, for example. So that's your data point 7 years out or 5 years out.
Mm-hmm.
And now you are where you are. Now you look at where the more immediate actions are, more immediate growth plans are for companies that are engaged in that. Where are they investing in R&D, for example?
Mhm.
That horizon is typically 1 to 3 years,
Okay.
right? So now you've taken the 7 year out horizon, you looked at on that trajectory 1 to 3 year horizon, and then you build it from there to the next one. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not saying that this is a concrete or a something that's cast in cement,
Mhm.
but this generally gives you the idea of how to map it out and start working and thinking about how do you get ahead of anybody else
Yeah.
rather
I
than
think.
reacting, you
Mhm.
proacting into how you develop that
Right.
roadmap.
I think
Career.
you basically have a plan versus no plan, right?
Correct.
And whenever you work on a plan or a roadmap, you do some soul searching and introspection and research. So it makes you more cognizant of the direction you're headed in
Right.
versus, you know, just be floating around, right?
Yeah. I
So,
think a lot of people, I would say 90% of the people
yeah.
that come to me and have come to me for the reason
Hmm.
is they let the career happen to them, their career happen to them. And I say, don't, no, make the you happen to the career. In other words, to flip that around, you define the path that'll make the fulfillment your main mission.
Hmm.
It's about fulfillment. It's not about title, money, job, security, any of that. Those are byproducts of it.
Right.
But if you
So,
manage this way, yeah.
so Dilip, are there any concrete steps or tools available that you would recommend, or it's more at a macro level that you got to be thinking?
I say this is what I don't have any tools. I haven't seen any tools.
Hmm.
But certainly with the aid of generative AI and with the aid of this horizon that I told you about, that VCs are investing, and then R&D in the top companies that are in the field of your domain,
Hmm.
I think you could use generative AI to tell you, or ask the generative AI to tell you what is the best career arc that'll give me the following, right? I want fulfillment. I want um, at least, a certain level of respectability, or however you want to define all of that,
Yeah,
and
could be
tell me
various
what that
factors for various people, right?
various factors
Yeah,
on their personal preferences, right?
right.
And then the answer to that will be, here are 2 or 3 paths that will give you what you are asking. And
Hmm.
then you work with it iteratively. I think with generative AI, this is a terrific tool that you can use. Generative AI is an agent. It's not a tool, it's an agent.
Right.
Can do what you want it to do and then some. And I think that's how I would work on it. I don't think there is any tool other than what I gave you, these 2 or 3 things that are aids, followed by the generative AI, to use it in a way that will give you the career arc that you need.
Yeah. It's like a blueprint for a building. And, initially you come up with an idea. It's going to be 10 stories tall. It's going to, be this wide, this tall, etc. And then as and when you go along, you add more detail to it, right?
Right. And the analogy I can give you, or the metaphor I can give you is, if you are driving your car and you look at the road map and say, I'm going from here to Los Angeles,
Hmm.
it'll tell you what direction to take, it'll tell you what highway to take.
Hmm.
But once you are on the highway, you have to steer the car to avoid an accident. You have to steer
Right.
the car to stay safe. You have to steer the car to get to where you want to go. And that's in real time, right? You have to do it. So
That's right.
it's the same metaphor for a career plan. And I don't think there's anything different metaphorically than
Great. Yeah.
journey.
Thanks, Dilip, for your insights on this topic. And
You're
I
welcome.
hope my viewers benefited from it. Next time, we'll be back with another interesting topic. Thank
Great.
you.
All right.